Good morning, Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma. Welcome to Special Report for Tuesday, September the 15th. We are halfway through the month of September. I'd like to thank KC Securities for your sponsorship. I'm Chris Holtgorn, and I am here with
Daniel Pratt. Good morning, everyone. And
Yes.
Good morning, Chris. Are you a little warmer this morning?
a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't get an ice warning on the way here, so that's nice.
You got your
That's
shorts?
a nice thing.
You don't got your shorts on?
No, that's probably not. I put them in the laundry, and I think I'm not going to see them again until next year.
I
think
figured,
it's going to be 2021.
I'm going to put them on. I'm going to be like Craig, so they are on. Enjoy it.
I mean, there'll probably be a COVID-19 vaccine before I'm able to wear shorts again here. So, fingers crossed, anyways. Let's hope there's one by that point in time. But there is a bunch of vaccines that are looking promising. So, and they even restarted actually that AstraZeneca one where someone had an adverse reaction to it.
Okay.
But they restarted that one as well. So all the major drug companies are working on vaccines. I'm sure that we'll have something before that we get to put on shorts again next year.
Yes.
So, we'll have more on the COVID numbers later in the show. They have definitely popped up over the last few days, and yesterday they popped up over 300 new cases in a single day. But we'll have all those numbers. We'll break them down for you later in the show. But Doug Ford today, he is going to be in Guelph. He's going to be there with Christine Elliott, who's the Deputy Premier and Minister of Health, as well as with Vic Fideli, who's the Minister of basically everything to do with jobs. So he's the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation, and Trade. I don't think there's anything left.
Just add some more titles.
Yeah, they just keep adding commas and it's something else to his title.
It's like that red tape reduction one. I get a kick
Oh yeah, the red
one.
tape reduction one. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
You're adding more red tape by putting in a new minister with the purpose of reducing red tape. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes politicians don't make, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, sense, yeah. Let's reduce red tape by adding red tape.
That's the way it goes.
That's the way it works in government, which is why we, don't let them run everything.
That's right.
We have this thing called private enterprise. Unfortunately, sometimes private enterprises hit rough times, and the Sault Airport is obviously one of those.
Yes.
Last night they discussed this at the council meeting in length. Because the airport's traffic is down about 93% in the time period that COVID-19, the shutdown happened, basically. And it's not looking like it's getting much better anytime soon. At least now Air Canada's flying daily. Porter isn't flying daily yet. So there's not a lot of activity going on at the airport at the present moment in time. And it's very important to not only for the ability of people from the Sault to be able to go elsewhere for a vacation or fly to visit family. It's also important because it's the biggest airport for a great distance around, and it's very important for business to be able to come here and be able to not only come to businesses in the Sault to make arrangements and deals and all that, but also the surrounding area. So that it's really it's a regional airport.
It's crucial.
And it's crucial to the local economy. Even if it's only operating at 7% of capacity where it was before, it's still very important that we're able to continue to work. I mean, if we're going to get out of this, we need to get back to a strong economy like we had before COVID-19. And transportation is obviously one of the major parts of restarting an economy. I mean, just imagine what would have happened if COVID-19, if they said, well, you know what, the 18-wheeler trucks are not allowed to drive anywhere. Imagine how fast everything would grind to a halt there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, the CEO of the airport is Terry Boss, and he said, without government assistance, the long-term viability and sustainability of the entire airline industry is at stake. The last night's proposal were basically the result of efforts made by the Federation of Northern Ontario Municipalities and also the Association of Municipalities of Ontario. What they're doing is they are sending a request to both the provincial and federal governments asking for funding to help keep the airport open because that's 7% capacity. They just don't have the revenue they had before, and that makes it very hard to run an airport. Now, it is worth noting, he actually mentioned this in an interview yesterday, that they are able to get the wage subsidy, which helps pay for some of the wages. But at the same time, they have to come up with 25% of someone's wage, and they're at 7% of the revenue they used to have. So it's a very, very tight situation there for the airport.
And it does not look good
something-
for that industry for the next few years.
No, they're not. Yeah, they're saying that airline might not be back to normal industry until 2022, which is several years
it's
away.
all doom and gloom, folks.
Yep.
Don't try to have any positive outlook because the government will squash that for you. But we do have some good news. Ron Irwin, one of our former mayors of Sault Ste. Marie, regarded as one of the best mayors the city's ever had, has a new plaque outside Sault Ste. Marie City Hall bearing his name.
Yes.
The dedication was unveiled at a ceremony yesterday, shortly before the city council meeting. Irwin and his family were on hand for the dedication. So he was first elected mayor in 1972 and later served as the Sault MP from 1980 to 84 and again from 1993 to 1997. Irwin was made a member of the Order of Canada in 1975 and was awarded the Sault Ste. Marie Medal of Merit in 1999. So that's a nice sign. It lights up apparently at night.
It does light up at night. It was funny. The mayor told him, "Oh, it lights up at night," and he looked behind the sign. He's like, "Where's the bulb?" And the mayor's like, "No, there's lights inside." It was funny.
Because I heard the mayor say that in the video.
Yeah, it was funny because he was talking about the lighting up at night, and it was funny. And he was also in Ralph Klein's government as well.
Yeah.
And he actually has another, he was honored by an indigenous group out west when he was in Ralph Klein's government back then.
Ralph,
Alrighty, let's get to some crime here.
And if I always feel like I'm reading some kind of headline about impaired or robberies, so here we go again. 40-year-old woman is facing charges following an incident at a business in the 0100 block of Great Northern Road. We all know that business. It's a very active business. Sault Ste. Marie police say the suspect entered a business. This is going to sound familiar, by the way. Entered a business, grabbed several items, and attempted to leave without paying for them. When security tried to stop the woman, she allegedly pushed the staff member, threatened them, and then left the area. Sharesti Surratt was found a short time later, and was arrested and charged with robbery and uttering threats. They're always bothering security there. Every time security goes to... Just remember a few weeks ago, we had the other one. He had a syringe, it's...
Yeah, and it's...
that's what we deal with.
Yeah. We didn't mention this, but the Crime Stoppers yesterday was a wallet theft. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of robbery going on yesterday here in town.
Yes.
Okay. We got a snow leopard video here for you. A 3-month-old snow leopard.
I heard the word snow.
This is his public debut at the Chicago Brookfield Zoo. And there's the little cute...
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. There he is with mommy, walking around, exploring the world. So this is the first time he's actually been seen by the public, and that happened just this past weekend. What a cute little thing. I'm not sure I want to pat it, because I'm sure Mama Cat's not going to be too happy on that, but it does look cute and cuddly at this moment in time.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
And
that was the first one born in like a couple years in North American zoos as well. They're very, very rare. So big news there for the Chicago Zoo. I'm sure they're getting a lot of people wanting to go see that.
Yes, that's good. So enjoy that. And you won't see any snow in our forecast, so enjoy the snow leopard.
The snow leopard's going to be disappointed.
That's right. So you're going to see your camera, which is sponsored by wirelesscom.ca. And there we go. City Hall is there with that fresh new sign out front. The river in the background. We're going to see a mix of sun and cloud, but we may have a shower this morning, so don't. It might be a good idea to have your umbrella with you just in case. We did have a bit roll through as well in the early hours around 4 or 5 a.m. But I'll have your details, your 3-day weather, your regional temperatures, all that coming up right after the break. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Did you know that 1 in 3 people are affected by fire in their lifetime? Or that 1 in 3 fire deaths happen in homes with no working smoke alarms? You may have just seconds to safely escape a fire in your home. That's why early detection of fire is absolutely vital. Only working smoke alarms provide those precious seconds you and your family need to safely escape. Install smoke alarms on every story and outside all sleeping areas of your home. For added protection, install a smoke alarm in every bedroom. Test smoke alarms monthly by pressing the test button. If the alarm doesn't sound, install a new battery. Replace alarm batteries at least once a year and whenever the low battery warning chirps. And if the alarm still doesn't sound, replace the alarm with a new one. Smoke alarms have an expiry date. Remember to check the back of the smoke alarm for dates of manufacture. Replacement is within the time frame on the manufacturer's instructions. In most cases, 7 to 10 years. Always replace expired alarms. Remember, it's the law in Ontario to have working smoke alarms on every story of your home and outside all sleeping areas. Failure to comply with the Ontario Fire Code requirements could result in a fine or even jail time. So protect yourself and your loved ones by ensuring that all your smoke alarms are functional and up to code. For more fire safety information, please visit www.saultmarie.ca/firesafe.
And welcome back to Special Report for Tuesday, September the 15th. Thank you very much for joining us. I'd like to thank KC Securities for your sponsorship of Special Report. Thank you to Wireless.com for sponsoring our beautiful pictures we have of downtown every morning. And also to Northern Lights Detailing, who are our sponsor for the weather. Speaking of weather, what's going on, weather, Daniel?
Thank you very much, Chris. Mike said I'd have a surprise. Well, look at that. We got a nice new graphic on the background there. So good morning to everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. We were just talking over the break and I just remembered about Smile Cookies. So want to mention that if you are going to Tim Hortons this week between September 14th and 20th, get a Smile Cookie and, you know, support all those proceeds will go towards the camps and all that. So make sure that you support that this week. It's only 1 week, so get those this week. And, you know, they've gotten a little bit smaller over the years. I remember when they were really big, but they're still good. The icing is still tasty, so make sure you do get that. Okay, so we're going to get into the radar here. And as you'll see once we get into the radar, that we do have some showers here we did have some showers move through at about 4:35 a.m. and it was a little sprinkle, it wasn't too bad, and then it moved through. We have about a 30% chance this morning of some more lingering showers before things do clear up. And we will see a mix of sun and cloud. And then we will see the next round maybe come through tonight with a thunderstorm too. So that'll be overnight. So we'll watch for that. It is going to be warm today, a little bit above seasonal. We'll have one day that we get to enjoy before we get down to those cool nights once again. But we will see that it will clear out for the weekend and we will see a lot of sun. It just won't be very warm. Okay, your expected highs today. So Thunder Bay, 20 degrees, 18 in Wawa, 13 in Timmins. You're a little bit cool spot there. We're up at 22 here today, so we'll be the warm spot. Elliott Lake will be at 19, Sudbury at 16, and we're going to look at our overnight lows now for the region. And look at this, we're in double digits for once. 13 degrees in Thunder Bay and Wawa, 12 in Timmins, 16 here in Sault Ste. Marie and Elliott Lake, and then 15 in Sudbury. So it's a good night tonight. You don't have to bundle up as much. Don't put your air conditioners away just yet. And we're sitting at 13 currently. And the sun is trying to come out, like I mentioned, but we may see a shower move through. We are going to get up to a high of 22 today. Those showers will end. We will see a mix of sun and cloud. Winds will become south, 27 kilometers, and then they will gust to 40, and then it will start to gust to about 60 again near noon. We do have a humidex or feels like factor of 24 today and a UV index of 6 or high. So if we do get some sun today and it is out for a long period and you are outside, make sure you do have your sunscreen. Don't forget about that just because we're going into the fall temperatures. Okay, we will see a low of 16 overnight, mainly cloudy with a 30% chance of a shower, and then the winds will ease to about 20 kilometers, and then they will gust to 35 overnight in some areas. All right, Wednesday, we will see mainly cloudy with a 60% chance of showers in the morning. Those winds are going to pick up again. We are in that windy time of year, 30 kilometers in the afternoon, and we will see a chance of a thunderstorm. At this point, it is 60% chance in the afternoon, and then overnight we will see cloudy periods with a 30% chance of showers and continue to see that wind kicking around because the wind is going to cool things down as it moves the system through. And you'll see on Thursday, you are only looking at a high of 12 degrees on Thursday. So we're back down to cool temperatures. However, the sun is back. So we will see a mix of sun and cloud on Thursday. Clear overnight, 6 degrees. Friday, high of 13 and clear. And then we are going to see a low of 5 on Friday night. And I got lots more sun to talk about coming up on the weekend and into the beginning of next week. So we'll have that and your weather watcher photo coming up. So make sure you stay tuned. Chris and I will be back with more local news right after this break.
Even though we can't always meet in person, we can still listen.
Even though schools are closed, help is still available in your community.
Even though you may be worried, services and supports are still here.
In stressful times like these, families need mental health supports more than ever.
We are here to make sure you can stay connected to your community and culture.
Nous savons qu'il peut être difficile de rester à la maison, mais vous n'êtes pas seul.
And we know asking for help for yourself and others can be hard.
But there are people in your community who are ready to support you.
No matter your age, gender, sexual identity, race, or culture.
No matter the day, time, or issue.
We're here to help.
And welcome back to a special report for Tuesday, September the 15th. Thank you very much for joining us today, and thank you to Casey Securities for your sponsorship. Alrighty, Lake Superior State University over on the Michigan side. They are canceling their Great Lakes State Weekend. That is their annual homecoming. It's also when they do their inductees into their Athletic Hall of Fame and so on. It's going to be postponed for the time being, obviously due to COVID-19 and various restrictions that have been put in recently by the Michigan governor. So basically, their decision on this was based on the get here, stay here philosophy that they have. Students are all there doing their classes in person, but they're doing 4 different pillars to stay safe, which is upholding social distancing, wearing face masks or mask coverings of some kind, washing hands frequently for 20 seconds, and using hand sanitizer regularly. And they wipe down all high-frequency touch surfaces at least twice daily. And they're also asking the students not to go to parties and stand really close to each other. Kind of like a bunch of Western students did yesterday, and now there's 5 Western students with COVID-19 and a little bit of an outbreak at Western University.
Yeah.
Students are getting a little too close. So, yeah, remember, Theresa Tam said, wear a mask. No kissing until there's a COVID-19 vaccine.
And when you're engaged in other activities, too.
Speaking of COVID-19, alrighty, yesterday, 313 new cases across the province and 1 new death. That is 675 cases just in the past 72 hours. They did a little over 30,000 tests. This is the first time in a while our positivity rate has been above 1% at 1.06%. This now means we have over 2,000 active cases in the province. As well, there's been a problem with the hospital data. For some reason, they can't figure out how many people are actually in the hospital anymore. Because what should we also mention here is each public health unit is moving over to a new computer system.
Right.
And there has been some difficulties because not everybody did it at the same time. We had this problem a couple of weeks ago as well when there was 5.
We switched here in Algoma Public Health.
Yeah, we were already switched here, so there's no cases here in the Sioux, new cases anyways. But there's some problems with that system. It happened like 3 or 4 weeks ago where there was 5 public health units all switched at the same time and they all didn't work.
That's right.
But this is part of the new centralized system that they're trying to put in for digital health across the province. Which the Progressive Conservatives promised in the last election, and now they're doing it. So anyways, we know that there's 17 in intensive care and 8 breathing with the help of a ventilator, but they do say that the amount of people in hospital they think is somewhere in the 70s.
So the numbers there, the important numbers with the hospitalizations
with very low
deaths,
hospitalization and deaths.
We can't just, again, look at the case numbers, right?
Yeah,
people just see that case number.
70% of the cases are in people who are under the age of 40, and 74% of the cases are people in Toronto, Peel, and Ottawa. So, which have been the areas that we've been seeing the most cases in.
Absolutely.
And no positive cases in the Sioux. Monday Night Football came back with a vengeance last night with 2 games that they're doing now, not one.
Yes.
East Coast and a West Coast Monday Night Football game.
Pittsburgh Steelers 26-16 over the New York Giants. Yeah. And then also we had the Tennessee Titans 16 versus the Denver Broncos, which had 14. So that was a close game.
Yeah, I watched the Steelers game actually. It was a close game at halftime, and it was very close. But
2 games on a Monday though. Yeah,
they're going to do that going forward.
Okay.
One on East Coast, one on West Coast. So and we'll be right back after the break with your 7-day weather outlook.
It's easier to say nothing than blend in. But I need to speak up for what I know is right. I have a voice. I can lead the way. I will be a light in my community.
Every 3 seconds, someone will develop Alzheimer's, a fatal disease that steals your memories and makes you forget the people you love most. Fortunately, there is hope. Today, researchers believe a cure is just a few years away.
It's okay, Daddy, you can go. Just go.
For just $9 a month, you can fund research for a cure and make history by ending this disease.
Good morning. Welcome back to Special Report on Tuesday, September 15th. We're just after 8:26 here and want to thank our sponsors again, as always, wirelesscom.ca for our camera view that you see every morning, KC Security for the show, and then our weather, which is brought to you by Northern Lights Detailing at 632 Great Northern Road, where they don't cut corners, they clean them. Check out all the services they have or call them at 575-1600. Okay, so we're going to look at the 7-day forecast right now, and it's looking pretty good, although it's going to cool down. We're going to see a chance of a thunderstorm on Wednesday. Temperatures are still up there, but then we cool right down for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're only getting into the low teens there, up to 14 on Sunday, and then on Tuesday we're going to see a high of 18 again. We're back up there, but we have a chance of some rain and some showers at this point, but that could change. Overnight lows are staying in single digits, between 7 degrees and then down to 5 by Friday, back up to 9 on Monday, and then 10 on Tuesday. So there are going to be some pretty cool nights coming up over the weekend. So make sure you do bundle up. So tonight's going to be that exception. We're going to have a warm night tonight, 16 degrees overnight. We're going to look at our weather watcher photo now, and look at that. We've got some beautiful cows there. This is one of the photos I took when I was out in St. Joe's Island. I finally am able to get to this because we got a lot of photos last week.
Yeah, the local zoo, also known as the Farmers.
That's right. Yeah. So this is on Sailors Encampment Road there, which is in just outside of Richards Landing. And a couple cows. Well, actually, there was more than that, but those ones, I figured that was a nice shot right through the grass there, rather, and the little calf. So, but yeah, send in your photos or videos to ontvweather@gmail.com and include your name and location, and I will get them up for you. And we also are posting them to SiouxOnline.com now as well, so you can always check that out in the mornings.
Yes, every single morning now we will have a weather watcher photo for you, so you'll see your photo not only here on the special report, but also it will be posted each morning around 6 a.m. as well. So that more people can enjoy your photo as well. And actually, this morning was the first time we posted the photo, and I looked at the stats, and hundreds of people have already seen that photo. So feel free to send us your weather watcher photos, and we will get them up on our website as well as here on the show. But speaking of the website and other socials and the interwebs, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So feel free to do that. We do behind the scenes things on Instagram, for example. All of our stories get posted to our Twitter feeds. If you follow our Twitter feed, you can see every single story that gets posted to
YouTube.
YouTube as well. And then on Facebook, you can see most of the stories. We tend to only post the not every story on there, but more of the featured stories and things like that.
That's right.
And you can watch us on your Roku and your Amazon Fire as well if you want to stream us to your television. So all of that is available.
We're everywhere.
If you want to follow us. We're trying to be absolutely everywhere. We're doing our best. And then today, speaking of being everywhere, Doug Ford today is continuing his tour of Ontario. He's going to be in Guelph. He's going to be there with Christine Elliott, who's the Deputy Premier Minister of Health, as well as Vic Fideli, who's the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation, and Trade. Make sure you come back at 1 p.m. for that. I'll see you then. Have a fantastic morning.
See you at 1.